Hi, this is Kalki and you're listening to me with Himani on letsthinkaloud.com. And I'm so glad that the film Mantra is coming to Singapore and I hope you guys enjoy it. Bye!
Film and film choices never go wrong with her. When you see her on screen, you want to be like her. When you see her off screen, you think it could always be my way or the highway with this daredevil of a performer. What's her mantra for this season? We shall find out. Hi, Kalki.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Great. So we're gearing up for another fantastic performance by you, and fantastic because we just know that when you're on screen, cannot be anything less than that.
Thank you so much. I'm glad. I hope everyone else in Singapore thinks the same.
I'm sure they do. But the very first question that came to my mind when I was kind of trying to frame my questions was film choices. Kalki, film choices, how do you never go wrong with them?
I don't know if I never go wrong. I don't think all my films are perfect. But I think there's just an instinctive reaction when you read a good script and it excites you and you're like, oh, I've never heard something like this. What's the uniqueness of it? At the end of the day, any subject can be a good subject for a movie. It's just how that, subject is tackled.
So talking about Mantra, you play daughter to Rajat Kapoor. Were you skeptical about the part, or were you like the moment you heard the script, boom, I need to do this?
He was one of the reasons I also said yes to the script, because he's somebody I've worked with for many years in theatre, and he's a lovely human being, and he really believes in the script, and he's a director himself, so he has a good idea of how a good film is made.
Right.
So I enjoyed working with him. Of course, in the film we don't get along very well as daughter father. We have lots of issues.
Okay.
He's like a good, old-fashioned man according to my character, and I'm like this young, independent girl who wants to, do things her way.
Right.
She wants to move out of the house, and he won't let her. And he's not allowing her to move out of the house, even though she's 25 years old and she has a job and she's a chef.
So it's also it's set against the backdrop of, the India Shining campaign. What really drew you, apart from, of course, Rajat Kapoor, to the script and this part? Because you've played something like this before and, where you are the rebellious kind. But what really drew you to a film that was maybe, a small film, a crowd-funded film with a new director?
Yeah, I think the story is set, as you said, in the 90s, when there was this big change where multinationals started coming into India, and instead of Gold Spot, we had Fanta, and instead of Uncle Chips, we had Lay's,
Right.
So all these changes started happening in the market. And I can remember that time from my childhood. So I could really relate to it, because I remember getting damn excited about the new, before that we used to watch Doordarshan and stuff. And then we started watching like Friends, on Towers. And so as a kid, you were so excited. But I remember my parents complaining and saying, things are like not the same. We're becoming like America. And I couldn't understand it at the time, So I relate to that nostalgia as well in the film.
Fantastic. And how was it working with Nicholas, considering he was, I should ask him this actually, because he's working with you and Rajat and Stella cast. So how was it?
Nicholas is one of my new favorite people. He's such a sincere person. I think he's a really strong writer. His script is really in the writing itself. And I'm sure if he had lots of money and lots of budget, he would be making some great films.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will happen. But this one is made, on, as you said, with crowdfunders and on a pretty small budget. So yeah, he's I think very conscientious filmmaker, and I can see him doing a lot more films.
Brilliant. Kalki, I would really like to ask you that the way the wave of the films are going now, smaller films, newer directors, they're making some really fabulous films with great scripts. I think it's like the new age of a golden period of cinema that we're seeing now, whether it was, Kapoor and Sons, which was more commercial, but it was such a simple film. Waiting that you did, again, such a simple film, but it just had such a huge impact here in Singapore when we went for the film. There was pin drop silence when we walked out. How do you define this age of cinema that we are in currently?
I don't know. I haven't lived in any other age of cinema, so it's hard for me to compare, but I do think that the fact that we have access to so much to global cinema, right, because of the internet, We have Netflix, Amazon. We have so many ways to access cinema from all over the world. That the palette and the taste of people is also changing. They are demanding more variety. So I think that also, is probably one of the reasons. And ultimately, cinema is about having different kinds of stories and the choice to watch the people. Sometimes I want to watch a very entertaining, mind-numbing film, and other times I want to watch, an intense documentary. So, I think that our audience is more greedy for choice now.
Right. Do you want to tell us one reason why people should really go and watch Mantra?
One reason to watch Mantra is that it is that rare indie film that doesn't come into theaters too often. So watch it. And we all have our mantras in life.
Yes.
So this film definitely offers a couple of mantras. It'll be interesting to watch it for many mantras that you can find in it.
Fantastic. Talking about mantras, we have this really interesting segment for you because this is a podcast, and so we have a quick pod, which is something like a rapid fire, but we call it the quick pod because it's a podcast. So we're going to ask you your mantra for the various things that we've lined up for you, which we're going to do with Rajat as well later today. So mantra, and you answer as quickly as you can. Yeah?
Yeah.
What's Kalki's mantra of delivering a convincing on-screen character each time?
You can never stop learning. You can never stop researching. There's never too much preparation.
Perfect. What's Kalki's mantra to success?
What is my mantra to success? I guess there's a Japanese saying which says, today better than yesterday, worse than tomorrow. So the idea is that every day you get to improve a little more and learn a little more from the previous day.
Wow, lovely. Your mantra to a satisfying, glorious relationship.
Don't look for it. Let it come to you.
Lovely. Your mantra against negativity.
Every day is a new day, and there's always somebody smiling at you if you look around you.
Kalki's mantra for women.
I mean, I don't think women should have a mantra because we've always been given mantras how to live our life. So I don't want to give women a mantra. So do whatever you want.
Fab. And finally, mantra to handle the madness called life.
Switch off your mobile phone once in a while and breathe some fresh air.
Oh my God, how perfect.
Yeah.
Great, but thank you so much, Kalki. I'm really looking forward to watch Mantra with the rest of Singapore, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you so much, Himani. It's great talking to you.
Same here. Thank you.